What tests did you do last week?
A 12-minute and a 20-minute.
How did they go?
They both both went pretty good. Much better than I've ever done before. So 445 watts for 12 minutes and 427 for 20.
How does that compare to your last block of testing?
So in the last block I didn't do a 12, I did a 5 and a 20. But the 20-minute was on exactly the same climb. There's a few problems going into that, just like there was into this 20-minute. So basically about like-for-like conditions. And at the end of my last block I did 404, so that's 23 watts more this time after 4 weeks of training.
So how does that compare to 6 months ago?
So 6 months ago I did do a 12-minute test, and I did 409, so that's about 30, so that's quite, what's that, 36 watts more on the 12-minute, and I think probably around then I'd estimate an optimised kind of 20-minute test I could do about 390. Although I would say if you optimise these tests I just did at the moment, there's probably even more in the tank there. So we're talking about a sort of 40 to 50 watt improvement on the 20-minute power over the last 6 months.
And how has your training changed to make such big improvements?
So the last 6 months leading up to say Bucks Hill climb sort of time, I had a knee injury, so my training was really limited on the volume I can do. But I've also never really been able to do this volume before, so I've done the 6 months leading up to Bucks Hill climb, I averaged 10.7 hours a week, I worked it out. Whereas in the last 6 months I've averaged 19 hours with my, if you use Training Peaks or Cycling Analytics, my chronic training load, as they call it, has increased by 86%. So I've been doing a lot of sort of similar stuff that I've been doing for a long time, but increase the volume just with my bike more.
What would be your advice to anyone looking to do the same? Same thing.
I'd say, like, a lot of people they'll look for kind of novel improvements, like a magic session, and just these little things to get what are really just marginal gains, doing faster rides, things like that, to try and make a big difference. But the big driving force is just to really build your engine, is just that increasing your aerobic volume, and the things they can contribute, they can help. But if you nearly double your volume like I've done, you will see massive improvements. But I just say you've got to be careful with that you don't up your load too quickly, because then you'll burn out or become injured or overtrained. So it really is just about, just like as if you're in the gym, that progressive overload, just gradually put a little bit more weight on the bar each time.
Yeah.
Build up steadily like that.
So, what I'm interested in is, how high do you think you can take your 20-minute power?
So, I was just thinking about this, and I think even at the moment, if I'm on a proper climb, properly motivated conditions, because that climb I did the effort on the other day, there's a few descents now. I nearly got hit by a car actually going down one of the steep descents, and then going around the corner, so I'm braking and freewheeling all the time. So I mean, just on a better situation for the effort, there's probably like a good 435 on the tank at the moment at least. Like, if I was on, I had my nitrate shots or something, maybe even at the moment getting close to 440 before too long. Then as to what I can get to, like, long term with another, when I get used to these 25-hour weeks, then I think maybe 460 watts I can be looking at on that week. And then you never know, you've got other things I can try, altitude, blood flow restriction training may or may not make a difference. I'm not sure, but looking forward to the future anyway.
12 minutes at 445 watts.
That's not a question, Barry.
Isn't it?
We're done.
Alright.